I'm Nadia Ely, and welcome to today's discussion about electric vehicles. We've created this podcast to showcase Grid Resiliency's programs while featuring top leaders and subject matter experts who highlight the strides it's making. In this episode, Vice President of Shared Services Wendy Wellener and Director of Electrification Kate Stables talk to me about the importance of this technology and its impact on the grid of the future. Thank you both for being with me. Wendy, I'm going to start with you. Dominion Energy is committed to developing smart electrification solutions to lower our carbon footprint and foster our sustainability goals. Can you outline some specifics on how the company is using EV to do this?
It takes a lot of vehicles to operate an energy company like Dominion Energy. We have a very ambitious green fleet goal that supports our overall company net zero commitment. Green fleet is the term that we use for our vehicles with alternative energy sources. And electric vehicles play a significant role in our roadmap to meet these goals. So our fleet commitment is three-part, and I'll explain it to you. 75% of our passenger vehicles, including all of our sedans and SUVs, will be converted to electric power by 2030. 50% of our work vehicles, from full-size pickups and bucket trucks to forklifts and ATVs, will be converted by 2030 to plug-ins, battery electric vehicles, or vehicles powered by clean burning fuels such as hydrogen, renewable natural gas, and compressed natural gas. As we transition, we will use trucks equipped with emissions reducing EPTO, which is an electric power takeoff system, and I'll explain that in a little bit, which basically just applies to a technology that is a part of our green fleet technology. Well, as we transition, we'll use trucks equipped with the emissions reducing EPTO, electric power takeoff systems, which we'll describe to you in a few minutes. After 2030, all new vehicles, from sedans to heavy duty vehicles, will be electric or powered by alternative fuels. We are well on our way to meeting this goal and believe these commitments help continue to position Dominion Energy as a leader within our industry.
Yeah, and Wendy, I think that is a really awesome way for us to show how, actions speak louder in terms of our commitment to sustainability. And another great benefit of us really leading the charge in that regard is we learn a lot of the challenges and opportunities associated with fleet electrification. So we can have those firsthand experiences and share those experiences with our customers. So it's really been helpful for when my team is talking to customers about fleet electrification.
Thank you both. Kate, I'd like to stick with you. Can you talk to me about the types of programs in place to boost our EV initiatives externally and how they're connected to priming the grid of the future?
Sure. So we do a lot of education and outreach for our customers, our residential business and government customers, and of course, fleets. We offer programs to help customers get their charging infrastructure installed and to make sure it stays operational and it works well for them so that they have a good experience. But importantly, the programs that we offer customers are focused on what we call smart charging stations. So those are charging stations that are networked and can communicate. And this is important for customers because then that gives them to control which drivers can access the chargers, if they want to charge a fee. It allows them to collect data so they have good analytics about who's using their chargers and what types of vehicles are using them and when. But it's also important for Dominion because we can communicate with these chargers, which allows us to encourage what we call good charging behavior, which is charging behavior that minimizes the impacts of EV charging on the grid. And that's good for all of our customers.
Thank you, Kate. Great points and great segue. Wendy, how is this technology benefiting our customers? I know Kate just touched on it. And what has the response been like from them?
So the response has really been tremendous. I personally own an electric vehicle, and if you've ever driven an EV, then you're familiar with the benefits of the driving experience. It really does have enhanced performance. Without a transmission, you can speed up much quicker, silent, immediate power and acceleration. They're very easy to operate. Decreased driver fatigue is a known benefit. One pedal driving. We really don't have to use the brakes at all with regenerative braking technology. There are no tailpipe emissions without the fuel, and you never have to visit a gas pump ever again, and you save money. The charging infrastructure that Kate just referenced is the critical part to ensuring that our customers who do have EVs are able to charge them out and about. We do have an electric school bus program that we have sponsored over the years, and a great benefit of that, the American Academy of Pediatrics strongly supports school bus electrification because studies have shown that students who arrive at school via the electric bus perform better on tests. The ride is quieter, there are no harmful diesel fumes, which may cause sensitivity in children, and the bus drivers love them as well. We've noticed similar benefits with our plug-in hybrid bucket trucks. The trucks operate on battery power at the job site. This is the EPTO technology I was referring to earlier. So they're not idling noisily all day. The operators can operate the boom and work quietly without the diesel motor running. And this is safer, allows for better communication amongst the crew because they can hear each other without yelling. It's more convenient and then quieter for the neighborhood and surrounding area because the trucks aren't idling. So the line workers can do their jobs in a much quieter, non-invasive way. So lots of great benefits for our customers with our green fleet and EV technology.
Yeah, Wendy, that's a great point. Getting folks behind the wheel of an electric car is really where they can see the benefit and how fun they are to drive. When we talk with customers, we think EVs aren't as powerful as traditional vehicles. They typically have no transmission. You get immediate torque or immediate acceleration. So they're really fun to drive. And like Wendy mentioned, with one pedal driving, you have great control if you're in traffic or on long road trips. So we definitely see when we host events and get folks behind the wheel of an EV that they really love the drive.
You have to watch that speedometer, that is for sure.
Thank you, ladies. Kate, walk me through some of the challenges you've experienced as the EV market becomes increasingly competitive and how the company uses innovation to secure its hold in the electrification market.
Yeah, this is a really great question. We always tell folks that the road to electrification for our customers is paved with decisions. So we want to be there to guide our customers along their way on their journey. So some of the tools and programs that we offer customers allow customers to personalize their results. There's calculators where they can enter their own information about their own vehicles, their own driving habits, and even their own fleet makeup. And they can see their own costs and benefits, which empowers them to make decisions. And as far as the EV market, I would say that the EV market is pretty wide, but not quite deep yet. So there's a lot of players, but not a ton of end-to-end, totally turnkey solutions. And that's feedback we've heard from our customers too. So they want a partner for their full electrification journey, wherever they are on that journey. And that's what we want to do. So the programs that we offer customers are designed to be fully turnkey. We'll design their site for them, we'll install their charging infrastructure, and we'll maintain it to make sure that they have a positive experience and they get something that meets their specific needs.
Thank you, Kate. Great points. Now, the last question is for both of you. And the question is, what does the future of EV look like as Dominion Energy and technology continue to evolve so rapidly? Wendy, I'll start with you.
Electric vehicles are the future for sure, but they are also the right decision for now for many people. We intend to continue to incorporate a substantial number of electric vehicles into our fleet each year to help us achieve our company commitments. But regardless of whether we have a goal out there or a commitment, it's a decision that is right for our company, our shareholders, our fleet operators, and the environment overall. The average retail price of a new vehicle today is about $50,000, and the average price of an EV is about $55,000. When you consider federal and local incentives and a lower operating cost to fuel and maintain, there's already a very compelling financial reason to consider an EV. If you think about just maintenance overall, there are only about 20 moving parts in an electric engine for an EV. So there's very little maintenance required because there's so few parts that could actually fail. And so your maintenance of your electric vehicles tends to be much, much less than an internal combustion engine vehicle would. And then, of course, there's no fuel, so you don't have the cost of fuel either. So really, from a total cost of ownership perspective, it's a great value proposition and one I really recommend that folks individually consider as well for their own driving needs.
Yeah, Wendy, I totally agree. A lot of the benefit customers can start seeing right away. So while the future does look great, the present looks great as well. As more vehicles transition to electric, air quality improves, carbon emissions go down. Wendy mentioned our electric school bus program. Those are benefits that our school districts see on day one with those school buses. In the future, as more of the charging stations are smart and connected, that allows Dominion to manage this new demand for electricity on our grid in a way that can benefit all of our customers. I would say the future is really bright.
And I have a follow-up before we close. Can you talk a little bit about what the benefits are for our colleagues should they choose to purchase an EV vehicle? Wendy, Kate?
As I was talking about before, the environmental, as Kate referenced as well, benefits where you don't have any emissions, the total cost of ownership is much less, a lot of great benefits for an electric vehicle versus the internal combustion engine. We also have some policies here within Dominion Energy. Incentives for purchase. There's a purchase incentive for employees to purchase an electric vehicle. And if they purchase one, once they take ownership, they're able to apply for an incentive. And we also have a workplace charging program as well in places where we have infrastructure at our offices that employees are able to take advantage of. So not only is it beneficial, we feel, to own an electric vehicle, we do offer incentives for employees to purchase them and to charge them at work if they so choose to do that.
Yeah, I want to brag about our facilities organization for a second. They have done a fantastic job at getting charging infrastructure to our offices, not just our corporate offices, but our local offices as well. And I think this is a great opportunity for us to both demonstrate our commitment, but also for our employees to get those benefits that Wendy mentioned. We have a couple hundred employees that drive electric cars, and it's really nice when there's an employee who has questions, wants to get a firsthand experience. They can talk to an employee who has the same type of electric car or maybe has the same type of lifestyle and ask them some real questions instead of maybe going to a dealer and asking a salesperson. That's a real benefit that we have as Dominion Energy employees as well.
I'd like to thank Wendy Wellener and Kate Staples for their expertise and insights. Thanks for listening, and be on the lookout for future episodes. I'm Nadia Ely.